What's up, everybody? Now we're gonna go ahead and let the man, myth, the legend, DC. What's up, baby?
What's up, my guy?
How are you today?
I'm alright. Doing well. What's up with you?
Another day, paradise, you know? KloudCast, episode 7.
Episode 7.
Yeah, I should put that in the title.
When do you think we should end the season?
I don't know.
Like season 1, you know?
I don't even know if we called it season. I feel like we called it season like 0.
Nah.
This ain't no season 0. This is season 1.
Nah.
What up, Monk?
Nah.
Appreciate you coming through for KloudCast episode 7. Alright, so what you want to do? You want to do like 14 episodes? That'll end us like in the middle of the summer. And then
14 sounds cool.
I like the number 14. Toward the end, maybe we get some guests on, like around episode 9 and 10. Maybe get some extra guests on. I know a few people I know a few people that definitely want to be part of this. Baked wants to be part of this so bad.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
he'll definitely be a guest. He's definitely a lively energy.
Sounds good. Man, I gotta do something about these sideburns, bro. It's crazy. I don't really grow hair on my face, but it's like my sideburns are like mustache, grow beard.
Oh, yeah, mine don't connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. My face ain't matching with the burns.
Oh man. So how was your week, DC?
Oh, it was great. Give me 1 second. I forgot. I gotta put my Bulls jersey on. 1 second.
Oh. I should go get my Knicks jersey. Knicks tape, you know, we out here in New York. I don't know why is he in the Bulls jersey. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll something up. Chat, yeah, I know the vibe.
Yes, sir. Mr. 23 in the building.
Mr. 29, so you're Mr. 23 now?
Mr. 23.
Alright, I guess, you know?
I mean, I ain't bald. But Mr. 23. Nah.
What made you want to wear that? What's crazy? Tell me what's crazy.
Let's say something. So, doing a podcast, right? And the Nintendo Switch is actually getting an update where, well, not an update. They're in the talks of it about getting a third-party application allowed.
Third-party application allowed for what?
So what that means is that can open up the world to a lot of possibilities, you know, like Streamlabs.
Oh, third-party applications off the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're in talks of it, yeah. So I got my Nintendo Switch here, so, you know, I can...
Aren't they coming out with like a Nintendo Switch 2.0 soon, too?
Yes, they are coming out with a newer Switch.
I wonder what that's going to be hitting for.
Yep. I'm also going to be talking about a few things, you know, since we don't have E3 anymore, rest in peace, RIP. The summer is actually filled, dude, with showcasings.
Okay.
Independent showcases, of course, you know, PlayStation, Xbox. We have the new one coming, Summer Game Fest. They even have a PC gaming show.
Oh, wow. That sounds interesting, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, dude. Ubisoft is actually having their own thing. So remember, I was just talking about Splinter Cell.
Was you?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday. We were talking about it.
I don't know about me. You talking about Splinter Cell yesterday, bro. Last time I talked about Splinter Cell was when I was playing X Defiant. Shout out, X Defiant.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the COD killer, created by Ubisoft. They do have some Splinter Cell-esque people in there. So that was probably the last time I spoke about Splinter Cell personally. But continue. Go ahead, Dala.
But yeah, so apparently Ubisoft has some AAA games coming out, and also talks of remakes.
Oh yeah, like the original Assassin's Creed remake, right? Aren't they supposed? I heard the original Assassin's Creed remake is supposed to be a thing.
So I know the code red is a thing. It's for sure a thing.
What's code red?
Remember I was telling you the Assassin's Creed and Imperial Japanese time.
Oh yes.
So that's gonna be a thing. So I'm assuming they're actually gonna launch, a trailer or something like that. That would be great, We have a lot of things coming out this month. Not this month, but throughout the summer, man.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. So I could talk about that first. But so this month we're gonna have the PlayStation Showcase.
Okay, what they got up for us? With Sony exclusives or just a new console?
No talks of it yet. No early releases yet of anything that's gonna happen. So everything's actually all covered right now.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I can talk about that is official, and it's we only talk about things official.
Yes.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2?
Yes, Spider-Man 2.
Wasn't there already? Oh wait, no, that wasn't Spider-Man 2. That was just a DLC that they made a whole new game. The Miles Morales stuff.
Right. Remember, Peter Parker left. He went to like Europe.
What, in the game?
Yeah.
No, it was a whole DLC.
Yeah.
It was a whole independent DLC. It didn't really deal with him going to Europe or nothing like that. It was an independent DLC.
Well, they have a Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Isn't that the DLC for the...
No, it's its own game.
Is it?
Yeah, it's its own game.
So is that what? So how is it really part 2?
So it's gonna be part 2 of the first Spider-Man. I guess Miles Morales was like an introduction fully of Miles Morales.
So that's not counted as a Spider-Man game, I guess?
Right.
Okay. I can get behind that.
So yeah, man. I know Spider-Man 2 is gonna be like the big showcase for
hey, Strawberry with the raid.
Vixen with the raid, let's go.
Big old Vixen raid, working on her chefing abilities.
Yes. But yeah, man, so that showcase is gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully they have other stuff. But Spider-Man's something that they're definitely gonna lead on.
Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be. But Spider-Man was huge I remember when it got released to PC. Everybody was super excited about it. I was just mad about it because I had beat it already on, console because that's where it came from. But nah, Spider-Man 2 should be hella dope. What up, Vixen? How's your stream? How's the cooking? What up, Gammy? Appreciate you coming through with that Vixen raid. Appreciate everybody here.
What's up?
KloudCast episode 7 with DC. It was annoying. Oof.
What were you playing?
Overcooked. She was chefing it up. Yeah, she was working. She's been with yesterday. I think the past couple of days she's been working on the chefing ability on stream. She's been cooking it up. Yeah, not yet following the Vixen. Check her out. She be in Cloud kicking it with us all the time. ! Discord. Come join us.
Yeah, man. So definitely, and then we also got the Xbox Game Showcase.
When's
That's
that?
Gonna be June 11th.
Ooh. So PlayStation's this month and Xbox is June?
Yep.
Okay, that's shaping up to be a good summer.
Yeah, well, June alone, dude, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events.
For like showcases events or?
Yeah, gaming events.
Name them.
Game events. So we got Summer Game Fest June 8th. We have the Xbox Game Showcase June 11th.
We should go to one.
I'm down. Starfield Direct is June 11th. So only thing that's crazy is that they're gonna have 3 gaming events on one day.
Separate gaming events or like the
separate gaming events?
So they're competitors with each other?
I guess, we got Xbox Games Showcase on one, Starfield Direct, and PC Gaming Show.
Oh wait, why would PC and Xbox do it the same day?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's all in the same day.
Where at?
So I could give you the summer game event. The summer game fest is gonna be in LA.
Ooh, I would like to go to that one.
Sounds like fun.
I love LA.
The Xbox Game Showcase, there isn't a place yet.
Really? They haven't rented anything?
Yeah. No. No.
So the Xbox and the PC may be at the same place. Spoiler alert.
So it's looking like
smoking, you know the vibe, Blitzy. KloudCast EP7.
So it's looking like Mexico City, Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, Mexico City for the Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, Mexico City, so much fun. You ever been?
No.
I've been, bro. I got to go for like 3 days before for just for shits and gigs to go get some tacos. Honestly.
Shit. That's dope. And then of course, the PC gaming show, which is the same day, is gonna be virtual.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Starfield Direct is virtual also.
Okay.
Right. So back for the Starfield, that's Bethesda's event.
Oh, Bethesda. I like Bethesda. They kind of dropped the ball on that last game, but I think Xbox took the blame for that.
Yes. Well, it's funny you say that because Xbox Game Showcase, there's actually a big post about it. It says, after the disappointing debut of Redfall in May.
Yeah, like that I think Xbox really took the blame for it. Like,
yeah, and it says the stakes of Microsoft's Xbox Game Showcase just got significantly higher.
Oh yeah, well technically Xbox owns Bethesda. Xbox owns Bethesda. I forgot.
Right.
I honestly forgot. But no, yeah, it's just another Xbox studio.
Yep, and then also one of the other highlights that they already posted on it is Forza Motorsport. So I guess there's something else coming.
Nice. I know Mav is gonna be excited for the new Forza. If anybody else out there excited for the new Forza, let us know. Any new games anybody in the chat's looking forward to, let us know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
DC probably got all the intel on it. I know the last 2 games that just came out, Dead Island 2, I was thoroughly pleased with. There's no way around buying it for full price. So if you want to try out the game, I do recommend it. That is a Kilo approved game, Dead Island 2. Tons of fun. If you have a friend that has it, the multiplayer, bananas, fun. I play it solo most of the time. So, you can't hit me with the, I play it solo. I play it solo too, and I'm going to get another playthrough. I played Amy first, and I'm now realizing that I made the game harder for myself by picking her. There was much easier character. Yeah. She has the lowest toughness, but I acknowledge that. I just saw her agility stupid high. So what's rule number 3? Which rule number was it? 3 or 2? What rule is cardio in Zombieland? I think it's like 3 or 2. So if that's rule number 3 or 2 and Shorty got the cardio and she's a track athlete, like that's who I'm picking. We out. Ain't no zombie catching us, bro. So, but there's other people that you could go with that makes it a lot easier. Higher toughness, higher life. All of that. Dead Island 2, I gave it the seal of approval. And let me just throw it in there real quick. Jedi Survivor is another game that I just bought recently. That you can go ahead and play if anybody's out there desiring to play it with the EA Pass. It's $15 a month. I do not recommend buying Jedi Survivor.
Really?
I do not recommend buying Jedi Survivor at all. If you want to play it, $15 for the month on EA. I say even wait a week. The frame dropping on that game is frustrating.
Not optimized for PC.
Not optimized for PC. It's not optimized for PC. If you're on console, full send on it. You're gonna enjoy it. PC players like me out here, it's not optimized for us. It even tells you to play it on controller for the best experience. Yeah, like I can't play it. I really want to play it. I really want to enjoy the game. I like it, but I can't play it. I can't play it with the state it's in right now. It's just the frame dropping is too much.
That's sad, man.
It is. I'm excited.
AAA games, man, and not optimized for a superior system is wild.
Yeah.
The way everything's going, man. There's so many streamers out there who would like to play the game, but you can't on PC. You have to have a console on site. You imagine having a $10,000 PC and can't play a $60 or $70 big game?
That drives me crazy. Like the idea that I bought, that I got a Jedi Survivor, but I need to get it for my PlayStation 5 just to play it is upsetting.
Yeah.
I can't get like EA. I probably could get EA Pass on PlayStation, but I don't want to do all that. My PlayStation's, you being hooked up elsewhere right now.
Right. So I do have the direct path for the showcases.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Microsoft first, Xbox Showcase, then Starfield Direct, then it's gonna be the PC gaming show. So it's gonna be a back-to-back.
All in conjunction. Okay.
Yeah. It's not at the same place because 2 of them are virtual.
But the 2 virtual ones would probably be like present at the physical one in Mexico City with Xbox.
Possibly.
Xbox probably has a room for all of that set up.
Yeah, because it's weird because, with the showcase for Xbox, it says, it does definitely mention Mexico City, but also too, it says San Diego. So I'm kind of in the mix between that Xbox Game Showcase might be in Mexico City, and then the other 2 might be small in San Diego. So not even a big convention or anything like that.
Yeah.
You probably definitely need a,
we should definitely look into the LA one.
Pass.
LA one, and we can get like camera crew, get some mics on us, and like go over there type shit.
Absolutely. We do have one of the guys definitely with the camera and microphones and everything.
In San Diego. Ready to go. It's 2 hours out from LA.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that could be done easily.
That sounds like a go.
Yeah. Just gotta get the date squared away. Yeah, that sounds dope though.
Yeah, man. And then also we have in August we have something new. It's called THQ Digital Showcase. It's gonna be in England. They're gonna talk about Alone in the Dark, Outcast 2, and Trine 5.
Trine 5?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know what that is.
Yeah, these it definitely looks like small games. And then also we got the Gamescom opening night event. They're gonna be talking about the Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights, Dead Island 2, Callisto Protocol, and a couple more games.
Okay, that's pretty dope. But Callisto Protocol had, I don't know if it lived up to the hype that people thought it was going to be.
I don't think it did. A lot of people were I think during that time, a lot of people were trying to compare Dead Space to that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
Once you start comparing those two, unless Callisto Protocol is going to be like, yo, this shit is fire, and you start comparing Dead Space, then things get, things get iffy. Yeah, once you start, but like, oh wait, this one did this though. It's 2 different games, but you know how the mind goes, man. They start comparing situations. So that's the big thing about Callisto. I thought it was a fun game.
I didn't play it. I watched you play it. I watched a few other people play it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. So yeah, that's pretty much all the showcases right now that I have definite for this summer. Okay. I'm still waiting for Nintendo. Nintendo hasn't said anything yet.
About a convention, something?
About a showcasing or something. They do have the new Switch already in the talks, probably in production already.
Definitely in production.
Yeah, so
I heard releasing early next year.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but it's supposed to like thoroughly viral PlayStation and Sony sales, like because Sony has the most sales, I believe, right now. PlayStation 5 sold more than Xbox.
Yeah, but I think the Switch is still up top.
For most?
Yes, most consoles sold. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Welcome back, Blitzy baby.
Blitz, what's up, man? So then also too, this is a rumor talking about the Sony's showcasing PlayStation. I want to get it specific.
Okay.
There's a rumor, man, that Metal Gear Solid 3 is being remade.
Metal Gear Solid 3? Why 3?
Metal Gear Solid 3 was a big turning point for the game itself, camera angles, gameplay itself. It was more up to date.
Okay, I can dig it.
The first Metal Gear Solid was, overhead view, things like that. Second one, kind of the same. But 3 was like a big turning point. So the wild thing that I'm hearing is that it may be a PS5 exclusive.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah, and that would bring that would bring Konami something pretty. I would say that would bring Konami up. I can't even put the word on it, dude. It's like,
yeah, Konami, they've been there, but I feel like they've been in the back seat for a while.
Yeah.
What was the last big thing they released? Was maybe Devil May Cry?
No. So that's kind of disrespectful. That's Capcom.
No. Didn't Konami help?
No.
They didn't help at all?
No.
So what was their last game they put out?
So last game I believe they put out was Tekken 7.
You're mad at Sony been hoarding Final Fantasies, especially with 16 coming out? I mean, why would they not?
You can't be mad, man. Sony has had Final Fantasy
since they made Final Fantasy.
Yeah, since day one.
You just gotta go with it, man. It's like it's like if Microsoft never wanted to release Halo to PC and keep it as an Xbox exclusive, that's something that they would have had the rights to, I feel like. But I don't know. I feel like Microsoft is different because they're a computer company and a gaming company, right?
Right.
So anything that they make should go to both.
So that puts pressure on exclusivity deals, right? That's with Konami. Now Konami is also releasing Tekken 8.
Oh, Tekken 8 is supposed to be a good one. What up, Poopy Doopy?
Exactly. So does that mean that Tekken 8 is only going to be on PlayStation also?
Oh, I see things you're drawing now. Yeah.
Is that going to be a thing? Is that going to be,
I feel like that's the moving forward into the future. That is their only play for survivability. Not even for survivability. Let me rephrase it because they're going to survive. For prospering. Like they had to have their exclusive deals.
That's not even the best part.
What's the best part?
What about Silent Hill that's being remade? That's also Konami.
Oh, that is Konami, bro. I see where you're drawing strings at now.
Dude, is
and
this
Sony
all going to be turning? That's what I'm saying.
Didn't Sony make a statement? Didn't Sony make a statement recently about exclusives?
They did. They did talk about exclusives. They didn't mention what.
But they did talk about it with them, like trying to be less, like have less exclusives and share more rights to games.
Do you want to? What I think.
Thank you, Poop.
What I think is that they might pull back on Call of Duty.
Thank you, Brody Blows. What Call of Duty do?
I feel like, with the whole Microsoft purchasing,
Activision,
Blizzard and Activision and all this stuff.
DC Poop said hydrate.
Oh, copy. So,
thank you, Poop.
The thing that kind of boggles me a little bit is that if they let the Call of Duty deal go through, right? All right, go ahead, purchase that. But hey, by the way, we got exclusive to Konami, so that means you're not going to get Silent Hill, you're not going to get Metal Gear Solid, you're not going to get Tekken 8. What does that leave Xbox with for new games coming out?
I mean, they'll have Call of Duties. If that's all they have, and you shrug off, but I've been on the opposition of Call of Duty since Battlefield 3, and right. I've seen the resilient ignorance that is surviving Call of Duty. Like that game, like no matter how bad it got, like everybody knew that the game was bad with the exoskeletons. Everybody knew it was bad. Everybody
still bought
knew it was bad. People still bought it. People still defended it and was like, "Oh no, we'll never play Battlefield." So if Xbox gets Call of Duty, that will be that's decent, bro. I feel like a decent amount of video games played online is actually Call of Duty.
Right.
They're not getting it.
Well, so the fact that they're not getting it is that there was the council during the
they said they're not getting it because cloud gaming was a key factor in it.
So
I love you.
That's funny. I like that. Believe it or not, the council actually canceled the final decision. They actually canceled that court date because they couldn't come to a decision. You know, so they're still going an ongoing battle about that.
Halo's Gears of War, yeah, they are remaking Gears of War, or coming out with a new one. There's a new one coming out, I believe. But when Halo was dropped, Poop, I was excited for it. I was let down heavily on Halo. Like, I was let down on Halo. So for you to say that Xbox is still gonna have Halos and Gears of War, those don't carry as much weight as COD does.
And that's a fact.
And those would just be like, oh yeah, fans who play those games, oh, they're on Game Pass, you download them, you play them for free. Okay, cool. Halo wasn't released with with co-op. It wasn't released with couch co-op. Now you can play it in co-op, but who wants to play the fucking campaign now? I don't want to fucking play it now. I want to play it then with my friends. I want to have mad fun with it then with my friends.
Right.
We would have had memories, and just now we'll just do it for fun because we've had so many, like, oh, remember that one time we did this shit and I fell off the mountain? Haha. But now all of that's gone because you had to play it all by yourself. All of those little moments you could have lived with your friends and relived every time y'all replayed the game, like, yo, let's go play this again for nostalgia purposes. It's gone. They eliminated that entire nostalgia factor by not releasing it with co-op.
Right.
Yeah.
So also what I'm going to do is I sent you this video. So they actually released gameplay. Tekken 8.
Okay. Are we putting it on?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
So they have the story and gameplay teaser.
Alright, you ready to make the jump? Hold your breath. We're going through. Tunnel time. And we're back. Is it muted? Nope, it's not. Okay. Any remind about the podcast always miss the start? It's cool, bad. This month we're doing them on even numbered Mondays. This is the trailer to Tekken.
I got also on the trailer.
風待ちお前を殺し全てを終わらせる俺の血を引いていながらこの程度か風俺はまた守れないのか
もろもろの我が子と罪汚れ清めましょう
Fist meets fate.
So, you see how this was a trailer that was released 4 months ago, right?
Yeah.
It said Xbox there.
Where?
So if you go back in the trailer, it says PlayStation 5 and it says Xbox. All towards the end, way towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
See how it says Xbox and PS5 and Steam?
Yeah.
So, are they just going to be like, fuck it? Let's just go with Sony? These trailers have already been announced. You know, these videos have been out for months months.
Yeah. Huh.
Are they going to pull that power move? Is that going to piss Microsoft off? Like, you know, they're not going to get another horror game. They're not going to get one of the oldest fighting games besides Street Fighter.
Huh.
You know?
How big is Tekken, though, still?
Tekken's huge.
It is,
Believe it or
right?
not,
No,
Tekken's huge.
like tournament-wise. Like, there's still tournaments
Tournament?
playing
Yes.
daily, monthly, world tournaments. Yeah, like, okay.
Well, Tekken 7's been out for quite some time, and there's still tournaments going on.
Pulling a power move over a fighting game. I mean, it wouldn't be just this fighting game. There's a few other games with that also would be pulled. Silent Hill amongst one of them. That was another one DC just named that I forgot already.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is never going to Xbox. Is any Metal Gear on Xbox right now? No.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think Metal Gear will ever be on Xbox.
So, them remaking Metal Gear Solid 3. There is Metal Gear on Xbox.
Play it quite often. Which one?
It's probably the last one. But, you know, on
the last couple?
Okay.
So like Metal Gear Solid Rising, I think, was one of them.
Yeah. So I got I'm actually part of quite a bit of things on Reddit. So by Cerebral Tiger, who actually works with Konami, which kind of his name is not, you know, that, but his tag name is Cerebral Tiger.
Is Konami the same thing as Bandai Namco?
Konami owns Bandai Namco.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just, dude, I don't know how they're gonna play this. You know.
It's interesting.
We'll see. You know, we'll see how that goes.
When is there an official release date of this yet or no?
Oh, Tekken 8?
Yeah.
Tekken 8, I believe, is the end of this month.
If it's the end of this month, they can't. It's already too late.
Let me get you 100%.
Yeah, if this game comes.
Actually, no. It got pushed back. It got pushed back to 2024.
It's totally possible then.
So,
if it got pushed back to 2024, then yeah, that could be them being like, hold up, wait a minute. let's see how this plays out. We're just gonna hold on production. Everybody's still getting paid. Nobody did anything bad. Yeah, all did a beautiful job. Everybody's really hype. So they're so hype. We're gonna push it back a year, and nobody's gonna complain because they're that hype on this game. And we're gonna see if it's just releasing it for PlayStation only.
Right. So it was supposed to be released this month, actually.
Diablo 4
because I could have sworn.
Oh, Diablo 4 is gonna be a big release too.
I could have sworn I seen something that it was supposed to be released at the end of this month. But that changed apparently, and this post was made a week ago. So it got pushed back to 2024. Even though Tekken 8 appears to be already playable, it's in a playable state.
Yeah,
I think it has to do with that deal, dude.
I mean, you may be onto something, bro. Like, yeah, getting groundbreaking news today's episode, everybody.
I'm just saying, like, because I was looking at this, I was like a detective, and things are popping up on my face. I was like, what the fuck? Is this gonna be this? What's happening? DC call the future? Like, what's happening?
I mean, sheesh, maybe.
So I just kept reading and reading and reading, and I was like, you know what? Let me hop on Reddit, and then boom, Metal Gear Solid 3 deal, exclusivity. I was like, oh shit.
What about the new Devil May Cry? Any words on that?
Dude, we're not gonna see Devil May Cry probably to like 2025.
2025, you heard DC. So 2025, we'll hear about a 2026
2025.
release.
We'll be surprised because it might come sooner.
I mean, yeah, Capcom did do a good job of keeping the RE4 remake really hush hush until it was like 3-4 months before release. They were like, oh yeah, by the way, we have this entire game remade and ready to go. Wait, what?
Right.
The entire classic? Yeah, the entire classic that had that classic remote. Yeah, now it's ready to go. We'll give you some playable trailers and teasers
which
shit.
Is why I feel like Capcom is in
Jedi Survivor's the new Cyberpunk. Oh, that's such a shot to the heart. He's not wrong.
Jedi Survivor is the new Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
That's horrible. I don't even want to play. Sorry, Kilo, try to get news.
Tried to get news?
Yeah, because I can't ask you. Only the viewers can ask you. Poop members. Thank you, Poop.
Yeah.
Poop members.
So definitely that's gonna be a thing, man. I feel like, by the way, talking about that Devil May Cry, they're in the RE right now. They're like so focused on Resident Evil. Capcom is. So I know they're coming out with a new Mega Man, but that's a smaller project.
Do you know what style of Mega Man is it?
Huh?
Do you know what style of Mega Man they're coming out with? Is it like a chip battle or like?
So with the Mega Man that's being released, man, there isn't any gameplay on it and not really a lot of talks. So it's gonna be Mega Man 11. No, I'm sorry, not Mega Man 11.
Phantom Liberty DLC for what? For Cyberpunk Blitz. Yeah, we're trying to get Mega Man details right now for you, Poop. I'm interested in Mega Man.
It's November 5th, 2023.
Okay, what is it?
It's Mega Man 12.
Mega Man 12?
Yeah, so it's going to be, the way they're talking about it, it's going to be on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and PC.
New Cyberpunk DLC will be fun too. Huh. Side scroller third person view. I still love Mega Man. I'm a fan.
So Mega Man's gonna be something that's gonna be pretty cool. I haven't seen a Mega Man game in a while. Since I think 2008, Mega Man 11 came out.
I don't even remember that. Honestly.
Yeah, I think it was 2008.
Last Mega Man I played was like the chip battle Mega Man. You remember those with guts and shit?
Yeah.
Those were the last Mega Mans I played. Dad and I used to play a lot of Zeros, like Mega Man Zero on the emulators, but...
Right. Right. So, but like I said, man, Capcom, I feel like they're in the direction of Resident Evil right now because
I've never played a Mega Man game. Are you being facetious, bad? I feel like you're being facetious.
Mega Man is one of the oldest, Capcom games besides Street Fighter.
Nope. Oh shit, he's really never played it. So bad. If you got emulators, that download Mega Man. Whoa, man, where did you start?
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
You never had an SNES? SNES put me on to Street Fighter. The Dolphin game. Can't remember the name of it.
Echo?
Echo. Is it Echo?
Yeah, it was Echo, bro.
Echo was so fucking cool, dude. I couldn't get past the second part.
Oh, I did. I beat that game with EJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. EJ couldn't get past the second part either, like when you had to go underneath. But there was a thing where like you legitimately had to go up and like get air, bro. Like that was the secret. Like you wasn't supposed to speed through it. No, you were supposed to legitimately go up, reset, and come back down. And with the momentum of coming back down or some shit, it was something like that.
I know the first part was that you had to do something.
Giggity.
I know the first one was that you had to go all the way to the end of the map and then jump up, and then the tornado came and picked you up.
Yeah.
And then like tossed you to the other side, and then from there, that's the second part. I couldn't figure out how to get the fuck out.
Nah, yeah, Echo was like, bro, it was like, yeah.
But Echo was a pretty interesting game, man, especially for its time, honestly.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. Cause it was such like a puzzle based game all the way through. I thought Echo was a Genesis Mega Drive game.
So it was on the SNES.
I know it was on the Sega Genesis also.
It definitely was on the Genesis.
Is the SNES Sega Genesis?
I thought that was to say what? Let me just correct myself.
What does he mean by SNES?
I'm sorry. Super Nintendo. No, it's not Super Nintendo. It's definitely Sega.
It's definitely Sega, yeah. That's why I played it.
Yeah, it's not the SNES. It's definitely the Genesis.
Unless there's another Dolphin game on Nintendo, but SNES Super Nintendo. Okay.
So
I never had a Super Nintendo either. I think I've said that before on stream, but I've never
had a Super Nintendo.
I never had a Super Nintendo. Nintendo 64.
I remember playing
GameCube. I never had any of the Nintendo series. I played them at friends' houses, but I never owned any of the Nintendo series until I got to play emulators later on when I got older.
Interesting. So, like, you didn't get to really enjoy the N64?
No.
Wow. So, like, Turok,
no,
all those games.
No. Yeah, we couldn't afford it. So if it wasn't Atari, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 was the last console I think my parents bought, and it was for like my pops. The Xbox I bought, PlayStation 3 I bought, Xbox 360 I bought, and that was all after I started working.
Yeah, I would say that the PlayStation 2 was the last system was purchased for me.
Yeah, somewhere around that age. And it was, like, it wasn't even like technically purchased for me. It was like the house thing, everybody. It was in the living room.
The Latino thing.
Yeah,
it's for everybody.
It's for everybody. We're gonna watch DVs on this. Everything is gonna be on this family console. But yes,
and it had to stay on that TV.
It had to stay on the living room TV. Yeah, it wasn't going to your room ever. Like, you wasn't playing video games in your room when I was younger. Like, that was just unheard of. You had your Game Boy for that. Had like the Game Boy, the Super, that's what I had. Like, bro, I had every Game Boy. I had the SP, all of that up to like the I stopped at like I stopped before the 3D. I mean the DS. I never got the DS. My little brother got the DS, and I was like, man, I'm not getting the DS. That's I'm not doing that no more. I got this PSP.
Right.
Yeah.
So also too, talking about the Sony has the kind of got some secrets in the bag, dude.
Oh yeah, you gonna give us some?
I feel like they're coming. There's already a few Reddit posts and also some pretty big people in the industry, in the gaming industry, that there's apparently leaks of a new Sony portable.
Really?
Yeah, so I think Sony might be coming back to the portable scene.
I mean, I can dig it.
I think that'd be pretty sick, man. You know, a new PlayStation portable. I thought the PSP was amazing.
I love the PSP. I used my PSP for everything when it came out.
Yeah.
Like I remember like buying. If you would have went to like GameStop to buy a PSP memory card, it was like stupid expensive. But if you went anywhere else and you just bought like a 1 gigabyte memory card or a 2 gigabyte memory card, it was like $20-$30 because it was just a memory card at that time and nobody knew they were really interchangeable. But if you were smart enough to know it was a micro SD card and a micro SD card, it was the same thing. You saved mad money. What, J Flow? Appreciate you coming through, baby.
And then I remember I enjoyed quite a bit the PS Vita.
I did not partake in the Vita.
I played in the Vita because they also, with the Vita, they let you play PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games. So a lot of the retros, you know, and I enjoyed that because I was able to get the old, you know, Resident Evil games, the old Silent Hill games. Even the game, you know, I don't know if you ever partaked in Armored Core. You remember that?
Armored Core? Yeah, I remember Armored Core.
Did you enjoy Armored Core? I thought it was like futuristic as hell.
Only played the God of War for that. Was in PSP. I don't really recall enough to comment on how it was. I remember the game. It didn't leave a lasting impression on me though.
Right.
Yeah.
With,
handheld still needed. I can play Xbox Series X here at work on my phone, iPad, Steam Deck. But what if? So you said, you see how Steam Deck is in that equation now, bad, right? What if
Steam Deck is still a handheld?
No, yeah, Steam Deck is still a handheld. What if the new PSP comes at a better price point than the Steam Deck?
And offers
all the same accessibility of a computer, and you can download things on it. It just has to be like a Linux base. It can easily download Steam Remote Play is open access. Epic will probably be easy to get on it also.
Yeah.
So they can like.
That's definitely gonna be a turning point. I feel like that they might be the fact that they're in the talks of allotting third party for Nintendo Switches. I think with the new console, man, they'll probably implement the browser system, all those things, man, with the new Switch.
As long as it's not locked to only PlayStation stuff, I don't think they can lock it to PlayStation stuff to survive.
Not anymore, because the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, they all still have browsers. Even the 3 had a browser also, right?
Oh yeah, PlayStation 3 had a web browser.
Yeah, so I feel like web browsers are going to be a thing now. So, especially with the handhelds, because it's all up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, the Steam Deck was always a good Metal Slug. Yeah, I remember Metal Slug.
Yeah,
I remember playing Metal Slug in the arcade
for hours.
I was at the end while we were watching clothes.
Dude, for hours, bro. I remember, you know what I remember? I remember going to the AMC theaters in Clifton. This is, dude, way back.
Now, anytime we went to the AMC theaters, bro, we were playing Time Crisis.
Yeah, I was either jumping off from Metal Slug to the Star Wars Flying Simulator.
So Metal Slug was the laundromat game for me and my older brother EJ. That's what we played all the time. Metal Slug was on Twitch Prime free game this week. Oh, I have no idea. That's dope.
Metal
Twitch
Slug
Prime
was
free
amazing,
game.
dude.
Yeah, that's hella dope. Metal Slug, yeah, it is. It's amazing. I played that on like countless time.
Right. But Armored Core, man. You know that they're coming out with a new Armored Core 6?
Negative. I did not know.
So they're coming out with an Armored Core 6. It's supposed to be released August 25th. Okay.
August 25th.
Yes, but they're also already giving discounts for PC editions.
Ooh. Huh. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, man. I think it's because they're worried about having a optimized issue.
Oh.
That's why I think they're having a PC. So right now you can get the standard edition for $50. The deluxe edition is $60.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it would be available on Steam.
That's crazy that so many games are having optimization issues on PC.
Yeah, man. Well, which is wild, dude, because all these games are created through PCs.
But I feel like they're created, I don't know. Some of them are just created for consoles.
Yeah, but these games were created on PCs, you know, and then optimized for consoles. Why not have it to where it's optimized for I get probably cost and things like that, but everything is digital now. It's not like it's a CD-ROM where they're selling PC games out of a GameStop, you know, and you got to buy the CD and put it in the CD-ROM, you know? So how come it's not being optimized right off the rip?
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I just don't know.
It gives a bad name to developers.
Should I stream the 1996 Metal Slug? Sure, why not? You should stream anything, poop. Just stream.
You know, it sucks, man. You know, the optimization, you know.
Yeah, like Jedi Survivor right now is killing me. It is. It's killing me, bro.
It's probably an amazing game, but it's
like Maverick is thoroughly enjoying it on its slowest quality and everything, and he's able to run it on like a 580, bro. But I can't run it. I know Bad can't run it, and it's frustrating, bro, because I try to run it, and it's like I don't want to hear that. Oh, you're streaming. Like, no, my stream can never affect the game. Like that's not how my stream setup works. Like this is the reason I have 2 different rigs for this.
Right.
It's frustrating. And like I can't even say it's the next Cyberpunk because I played Cyberpunk. I didn't have game-breaking problems with Cyberpunk. The game-breaking problems with Cyberpunk I feel like were on console because it wasn't optimized properly for console because it was optimized for PC.
Yeah.
And that made sense. Cyberpunk was supposed to release as a PC exclusive. That's how it was announced by Red Hook. But like them trying to please everybody because people started to, you know, be mad. Oh, I don't have a PC. I have a console, X, Y, and Z.
That's their fault.
Yeah, and then they try to make it for console, try to make it work. But like, it was good on my PC. You couldn't finish the game. I beat the game. You loved it. You had no issues with Cyberpunk either. Exactly. I had no issues with Cyberpunk. I had maybe one visual bug, but that was like, it could happen in any game, a visual bug, if you look through something or you just get stuck. Like, it wasn't game breaking. I ran into a wall and got sent flying. Old-gen Cyberpunk was terrible. Yeah, I never tried old-gen Cyberpunk. Like, I once they announced the Cyberpunk release, and they were like, it's gonna be released for PC, I was like, all right, Kilo. It's time to, you know, go get yourself a PC. And I didn't know what I was doing, so I slowly educated myself and then got my first PC. I was like I don't know, like a 47 AMD, a 4700 XT or some shit like that. Like nothing too good. Like the equivalent was like a 1660. So was nothing special. Or maybe even been a 1660. I don't know. But it worked.
So, you know, definitely optimization is a big key with a lot of these games. It puts a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Believe it or not, dude, the Star Wars game actually still got a 9.1 on Game Informer.
9 point what? 9.1?
9.1. Yeah.
That's not
bad
at all.
No, it's not bad at all. Dead Island 2 actually got a 7.7.
Sheesh, that sucks.
Yeah, man, they definitely smashed that. They were not like, they did not like it whatsoever.
Oh, when they dropped the update? Alright, okay, I'm glad you got to finish it. So yeah, I didn't have that problem on PC.
Yeah.
7.7
10 out of 10 game.
I don't know if Dead Island 2 is a 10 out of 10, but Dead Island 2 is like a solid 9. Maybe 8.5. I mean, to somebody that doesn't like zombie killing, to just kill zombies. Like
9.8. 9.8 was Resident Evil.
Okay. Resident Evil 4?
Resident Evil 4 Remake got a 9.8. So, I mean, you're saying that Dead Island 2 should have a higher score than Resident Evil 4 Remake?
I mean, are you asking me or Poop?
No, I'm asking Poop.
Oh, okay.
Because he said 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm asking you guys. You said, you know, I was never into RE. I mean, that's your choice, you know.
I mean, that's
we're not on a biased conversation. This is not a biased thing. This is more or less like, do you think
Dead Island 2 does have a lot more replayability to me than Resident Evil, but
like
you played
open world?
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. It's a pleasant open world game. It's not a real linear game, and I'm not a fan of this linear games anymore. I feel like, you know, we've evolved past that.
Okay, so Dead Island 2 said, well, I love
a downgrade from the original game. What do you mean a downgrade from the original game? In what aspect?
You think the Dead Island first one was better?
Hey, how they made more zones, like not bigger areas like the first. Okay, I can see that. Kid's not wrong there. I can see that open world aspect is not so there for me.
The open world aspect is just not there for me. Okay.
I can see that. They try to put too many neighborhoods. They try to put too many iconic neighborhoods in California. They like that whole LA region in the game. Like they try to put Santa Monica Beach on it. They try to put the boardwalk on it. They try to put the hills in it. Like they're gonna release a DLC. Imagine this. I can imagine them releasing a DLC with Compton in it. Like if it had a little bit, but if the zones were bigger too, you know what I mean? Like nothing stopped them from making bigger zones, you know? Like they could have made the game bigger. Flip it. Why not? Let's make the game bigger.
So what makes a 10 out of 10 for Poop is that he gets to kill Amanda.
That was quite pleasing though. I need to be honest. She became a zombie and you got to kill her because she put you through hell. She was annoying. So many loading zones just to get from area to area. Well, you didn't.
What do you mean loading zones?
You know, you can just fast travel, right? If you're walking from area to area, it takes forever, yeah, but this fast travel. Like, legitimately fast travel. Combat is great though, definitely an upgrade from the first.
Okay.
Combat was alright.
So, Kid, what would you give it? What would you give it out of 10? Probably a 7.5. Okay. All right. Well, talking about that too, Redfall got a 5 rating.
A 5?
On Game Informer. Yeah. Game Informer got
surprised
a 5.
it's not lower.
Surprised not lower. Really?
Surprised
Redfall
it's not
was
lower.
That much of a letdown? It was that bad?
Bro, it really was that much of a letdown. Redfall was ass, bro.
I didn't even play it.
Like, it just wasn't it, bro. We had to deal with so many issues in the beginning. Redfall wasn't it, bro. We tried. I really wanted it to work. Even if it was a horrible remake of a Left 4 Dead just with vampires, because that's what they try to do. But they gave it to you in an open world in an open world sandbox, which is like, all right, cool. It wasn't linear. It was actually open world. But like, oh man, there's a reason people call it Asphalt. There's a reason why the Microsoft CEO had to apologize and just be brutally honest with everybody. Like, hey, yeah, we're sorry about this. We kind of rushed it out in X, Y, and Z and mid-fall. Nah, man, it was worse than mids.
That shit was dirt.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was dirt. Talking about dirt, somebody actually like smashed the game so much that released a comment saying sorry. You know, somebody was like, "How can Bethesda agree to sign behind a game that they knew was shit before the shit came to us?"
They's had more open world objectives. Star Wars though, Star Wars is the modern day Cyberpunk. We talked
about that.
Star Wars is no bueno. Frame rate droppage makes me concerned for Starfield. No, there's a Starfield convention. It's a virtual. DC mentioned that a little bit earlier, everybody too.
June 11th.
Make sure to catch the whole podcast when we upload it to YouTube. But yeah, we talked about a few of these things.
Starfield Direct is gonna be June 11th.
June 11th, and it's gonna be virtual, so it should be really dope with a lot of good information. Star Wars is not optimized for PC. No bueno.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker, dude. And I was just thinking about fucking getting the game, you know?
Yeah, Bad was telling me not to, man, but I jumped the gun, and you know, it was $15 to do the membership thing on EA, so I was like, all right, let me full send on it, and I was playing it, and you know, the frame rate drops was annoying. It was hard to beat some of the bosses with the frame rate drops. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard. But then I got to the second area, and the second area was like a valley of sorts. Like, it's just a map in itself, I guess. I couldn't stop the frame rate drops. I dropped the game to its lowest quality, took off ray tracing. I ran it as low as possible, and the frames just wouldn't stop dropping.
Horrible, dude. For a AAA game like that to have so many issues is insane.
Yeah. They should remaster Vegas. Oh man, that game was legendary. Is it old enough though to be remastered?
Which one?
When did Vegas come out?
For
PlayStation 3? PlayStation 4?
You talking about Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. 360? Okay.
Came out in 2010.
2010. That's
so
13 years
ago.
old. What up, Sam?
Probably, you know, if they're thinking about doing a remake situation, it's coming to the time.
Yeah, but they'll probably go with Fallout 3 first.
Is Obsidian Entertainment still a thing?
Obsidian was absorbed by Bethesda.
It was okay. They were absorbed.
Now Bethesda's owned by Microsoft. brain fart.
So I mean, you know, I guess it all depends if they're leaning towards the remake. You know,
look how many times Skyrim got the Skyrim. Obsidian's still a little company. Oh, okay. Skyrim got the same amount of remakes as The Last of Us, and I loved every moment of it. They're the makers of Grounded. Oh yeah, you're right. Obsidian did make Grounded. Grounded was pretty fun. But you know, let's go ahead and steer a little bit away from the gaming and jump in some world news and current things going on real quick. What we can start on to as a simple segue from the Steam Decks. So we know Steam Decks to be used as gaming and things and stuff like that. You know, I know another purpose for Steam Decks that they're trying to use.
What?
They're trying to use them to control machine gun turrets over in Ukraine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
There's a crowdfunding campaign led to the development of the turret controlled by the video game console.
That's amazing.
I believe so. That way they'd be able to, you know, not put so many lives at risk while they're securing their front lands and their home, throwing the invasions and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, we have the equipment now without using Stream Decks that we can wirelessly shoot guns.
We got some Rainbow Six operators checks IRL. Where can I buy one? See, I'm glad everybody thinks it's an amazing thing. It is an amazing thing. It can save lives. What I don't like about it, they're making war into a game now, more so than ever than just with like the unmanned operated aircrafts. Like unmanned operated aircrafts are like operated by operators miles, hundreds of miles away in a trailer operating the aerial drone and just like, you know, surveilling or dropping, I don't know, the unmanned
micros, bombs.
Yeah, all of that.
Which are also being used in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Because they are using drones and they're dropping bombs, dude, on lines. Like, it's insane how technology is moving.
It is. So USA sent over some sent over like a few Patriot missile systems, which is an anti-missile system, and they actually did shoot out like incoming missiles to Ukraine and stuff like that with the Patriot missile systems. So it's just a crazy thing how you hear these things, and in the back of my mind I'm like, oh man, there's an actual war going on. But the deeper voice is like, all right, cool, at least I know our Patriot our anti-missile systems work. So we got that going for us. Yeah. We got
honestly,
that going for us.
You don't know, because they probably sent it over there and be like, hey, try this out.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, we got to test this over there to make sure it's secure us over here. We got to test it. So it had to be tested somewhere to know that it works efficiently and effectively.
Right.
There's a testing ground. That's crazy. Complaining about the realistic VR game. Oh, what was that realistic VR game that the shooter game, the first person shooter, the realistic one? Body Cam or something like that? I think it's called Body Cam or something like that actually. Yeah, but people were saying that like desensitized the murdering of people and stuff like that, but like, you know, that's a segue into like the next thing that we can jump into actually.
I mean, they even had, remember that movie that came out 2009, Gamer?
Yeah.
You know, where it was legit a war game and it was all VR, but you were controlling an actual person.
Yeah, and you control. Yeah, nobody knew you were controlling actual prisoners. Like I don't know, like everybody thought that it was a fake thing until they actually learned. Unrecord. There you go. Unrecord. Thank you, Bad Boo. So like, another thing we can go ahead and mention is we had a few shootings in Texas recently. We can go ahead and start with the dude that shot his neighbors. The neighbors had a baby. The baby was crying. The neighbor was shooting guns in his front yard, and then, you know, the neighbors came through, tried to ask him like, yo, can you stop shooting, we got a baby, and he shot the neighbors. Like, it's crazy. Shootings, and that's not it. We also had the mall shooting in Texas recently. Also had a few victims from that. The gunman in that, I'm reading a article off of NBCnews.com. The Texas mall shooter ranted against the Jews, women, and radical minorities on social media pages. So I'm not gonna say the individual's name. He was 33. He had a profile on a Russian social network, which is part of a law enforcement investigation apparently. And, you know, he was open with his negative views to everybody, and it's just crazy. The world we are living in is crazy. So he killed 8 people at the mall. On Friday, someone in the school got arrested for bringing a weapon into the school. I'm happy they got arrested, Poop, and I'm happy you're good. Yep. There was a shooting like this in Serbia, I think in the past week. Yeah. Just, you know, it's just scary, you know? Scary, you never know what's gonna happen. Stuff like that, and you go into the mall, or worse stuff when it even happens in school. You go into school, and you know, you don't expect stuff like that to happen. Not in school, not at the mall. Rarely ever, you know, unless you're a gangbanger and that's gang violence. They're doing a massive gun reform as a consequence. Was the guns they used legal? I think all the guns that were used in the neighbor shooting and in the mall shooting were actually all legal weapons too, which
gives a bad look for the people that
try to defend it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to pick a side, but then, you know, things like this happens and it's like, come on, bro, like, gang violence happens and those guns are illegal guns, so gangs are gonna have them regardless. I understand that argument. Illegal guns are still going to exist even if you make legal guns harder to get. I understand that argument, cool. But now you have people using their legal guns to do this mass shooting, mass casualties, and this is classified as a mass casualty event. A mass casualty event, I believe, is 4 more people, not including the shooter. So if the shooter kills 3 people and himself, that's not a mass casualty event yet. This was 8 people died. Like, and this happened less than 2 weeks since the last mass killing of Texas. Like it's crazy. He was wearing a right-wing death squad patch. That's what he was wearing. Opened fire in Texas, killing 8 shoppers over the weekend.
Now, what was the nationality of this guy?
If I'm being honest, I don't know what's his nationality. I can probably look it up because I have his name. But his name though, like, I know what he sounds.
What was his last name?
Garcia.
Yeah, well, we gotta fucking do better.
Yeah.
We gotta do better.
His last name was Garcia.
He deserves everything that's coming to him. Everything that's coming to him. Everything, dude. Because amongst that,
he's dead. He was killed on scene by a police officer.
You know what? I know they say life is precious, man, but
he was obsessed with Nazis, weapons, and mass shootings. They did a deep dive on his online history, his posts, and all of that stuff. Not sure if they were legal. Your best friend's class had like 8 cops walk in and search everyone in it. Did somebody have a weapon? Some people don't deserve life. Yeah.
Some people don't deserve life. Yeah, this is true.
It's true, but who's to be the judge of said statement? That's where the fine line is. A statement like that, it's accurate, but who's to be the judge of who's deserving and who's not deserving? What's the value of life? You know, not to quantify it as value, but you know, do we weigh a person's soul or with a feather? And
that's why I use that comment. You know, they deserve whatever comes to them.
Yeah. Susie, what to do about him taking him out that way?
Hey, look, man.
Weapons, said weapons. Yeah.
Look.
Go ahead.
Let's make it simple, man. All right. You and I, we came from the hood, right?
Yeah.
All right. What did they always say? You know, there was a few things they used to say. Never bring a knife to a gunfight. You know, little shit like that. You know, you'd rather have it than not need it than need it not have it. And what was the other big thing?
Don't look for
trouble.
Live
by the gun.
Oh yeah, you die by the gun.
You die by the gun.
Yeah. But like, you know, we understand that. We understand that. We know that. But
so
the eight people that died, they died by the gun. They didn't live by that, bro.
This is true.
That wasn't their life.
I get that, but also too, the cops took his ass out.
Yeah.
If he didn't have a gun, he wasn't using a gun. If he was just using his words, they would have never shot him, right or wrong.
Right, but then 8 people
they would
be
just
dead.
see him as a mentally unstable person. He would be dead. He would be locked up.
Then 8 people would still be alive.
Right.
Yeah.
You live by the gun, you die by the gun. You know what I mean? Like you got to be ready to do that.
Leon told me close quarter combat with a knife is better than any weapon. Close quarter combat. See, there's not. You know, that's kind of correct. Close quarter combat. Close quarter is the key phrasing.
That's the answer. Close quarter.
Yeah.
But in all aspect, man. Number one, the dude sounds like he was mentally unstable as fuck.
Like, yeah,
he sounded like he was mentally unstable as fuck.
I don't know if we can.
He sounds like Hispanic or Latino. He sounds like Garcia. Okay.
Yeah, but listen. We can't say he was unstable. We can't make those accurate assumptions. What if he was completely sane mind, stable, and wanted to make those decisions? Mm-hmm. You saying that he was? I
didn't say was. I said he sounded.
He's no, right. Yeah. If we're implying that he's not, if we're implying that he's not stable of mind or sane of mind, in my opinion, we're giving him an opt out. Because if we can't physically blame somebody with an ineptitude mentally for committing a horrendous act that they don't really comprehend the full potentials of it. Now, if he knew what he was doing consciously and there was no ineptitude in his mental ability, then there was nothing wrong with his mental ability or the mindset. He knew what he was doing and he wanted to do it.
Right.
And you're right, he did get what he deserved. Matter of fact, I kind of feel like he got off a little too easy.
I would rather have thrown him the book in the hat.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he got off a little too easy. You know, committing to the officer that was there. You probably stopped him from doing a lot of other things. Next time, if you could take out his legs, take out his arm, you know, so he can't shoot people, and you could throw the book at him, let him suffer in prison. Hell yeah, no, it is. You gotta do. You put him down like a wild animal. But if you could throw the book at him, you know,
right.
And just it's, you know,
But then also too, the reason why I said mental was he mentally stable is because.
Do you think majority of these people who commit these crimes may be at fault of mental instability? Yo, I don't like how they jump to mental instability when it's a specific race of people committing said heinous acts. But if it's another race of a person committing the same exact heinous acts, it's not ever considered to be mental instability. So that's why I don't like that argument, because I've seen it used throughout my life personally. When it's a person, you know, when it's a person, when there's a specific race being talked about, it's usually mental instability. When it's a lot of other people being talked about, it's just, you know, X, Y, and Z. They're suffering. They got paid. They're getting, you know, there's this, or they're criminals or something. Suffering is enough for them to put down in a white room with only a single drop of dripping water. Well, we're not gonna go ahead and talk about torturing. You know what I mean?
Word. That's a different aspect. The reason why I talk about mental health, like stability, is because why does it take for a heinous crime or a heinous act for them to talk about gun reforms?
Well, even with said acts being talked about, people will still be resistant to gun reforms.
But why? You know, that's my question. Why do we have to wait for people to die, kids to die, innocent people to die? So like, oh wait, maybe we should do this before we give these people guns. And it's not just these people, it's all.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming
why
from.
does it take for lovely lives, you know, beautiful, precious lives to get lost?
See, but I believe
in order for us to think about, maybe we shouldn't be letting these things go into the streets and hands of people. Maybe there should be, you know, more psychs. Maybe after they apply for a gun license, maybe there should be a 3-month run.
You're saying a lot of maybes. But that's the problem. Nobody knows, bro. You can't sit on a high horse and be like, oh, this should have never happened. But how nobody knew. And you know, people are always gonna be resistant to it, bro. You can't tell me I can't have something. That's not, you know, you can't make the majority suffer for the minimal. You know, there's it's a complex issue. It's never gray area. It's never black and white. Like I see, this is how you can tell the polarity of the issue, because you're so passionate about one way and I'm more like, hold on, you know, you can't start to take things away from us.
It's not taking, that's the thing. The wording is everything. It's not taken away. I said more time. No,
exactly. Okay, fair enough. But who would have imagined that all the restrictions that we have now? Can you walk into any store and go buy a gun at this current moment?
Not in our state.
Okay. Similar rules still apply in Texas. You just can't walk into a store and walk out with a gun without filling some type of paperwork out, without having some type of state ID. There are, you know, things in line. Should there be more restrictions in line? Maybe yes. If this was a government watched website, which they admitted it was, let me go ahead and repeat myself. They had already admitted that the websites he was posting his hate talk on was government watched. Already. They could have double checked the names, ran cross-referencing with everybody gun registered owner in the state with access to do said things. And when you're a gun owner and you have a gun license, a cop can go to your house and request to see your firearms. Hey, you're a registered owner. Hey, I just need to see it. I just want to make sure it wasn't, you know, it's part of the rule. It's just something you have to abide by.
Right.
If they request to see firearms, so like, oh, you're a registered owner of X, Y, and Z. Can we see X, Y, and Z? And if you're missing one, they're gonna be like, you're missing one. Why? Then you report it missing X. There's a whole shit going on. But where does the fault lie? I don't know. Where does the fault lie? Can we sing it on any single outlier? I don't know if we could put any single outlier on it. But like the shit with the capabilities that they have, what they're able to do and what they do to some others, like if you ever saw Enemy of the State with Will Smith, that's not a fictitious movie. All of that's based on actual technology that the government has. So, you know, without getting into conspiracy theories, like what's Snowden? I'll leave it at that, you know what I mean? What's Snowden? All of that actually happens.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie, and it's very accurate. And they could have just legally searched up individuals that have access to doing mass harm like this. And if they're posting hate crime, which is illegal, like anti-religious gestures or getting to like Nazi philosophies and stuff like that, then no, like that should be grounds. That's where I'm agreeing with you. That should be grounds to just be like, nah, we gotta take that away from you. We gotta take it to a reevaluation class. We go talk to a psychiatrist. Let the psychiatrist ask you specific questions. But to make everybody go through the psychiatrist exam, that's nah. I'm not with that. That's a bit much. And then who's gonna pay for that? I gotta pay to go to a therapist to go get a gun.
You want a gun? Why wouldn't you pay for it?
All right, so
you want bullets for that gun? You gotta pay for it.
If we make people start having to go to doctors to drive cars, like, why have we could? There's a lot of things that we don't do that we could do. They could.
No, they can. They
can.
Why not?
But they don't.
Well, they don't because they don't see a reason on it. But you get into an accident. Let's say you get into an accident, okay? And you go to the hospital, and the doctor's
you don't
like,
have to go to the hospital.
Well, let's say you go to the hospital. Okay?
Why would you go to the hospital?
Let's say the crash was bad. All right, you're unconscious.
Okay.
All right, and let's say your vision was impaired. Can you drive anymore? No, you gotta go through all this stuff to put the fact that my vision is better or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but then you realize that in your specific case point, right? In your specific case point, it would involve an individual going through an accident to get their eyes re-examined. Like, it just man. I'm sorry.
I mean, the same way it's thought. Like, it's so if that's the case, then an action has to take place regardless. For gun reforms.
I can't. And that's why this is such a temperamental process, because some people believe it to be so black and white and simple, when in reality it isn't. Because you have a lot of people on the polar opposite of the fence that won't entertain any of these things.
Right.
Because it says in the Constitution that created our country the right to bear arms.
Absolutely.
Is it really a right to do something if you're putting barriers, obstacles, and loopholes in front of me? At what point are you jeopardizing my pursuit of happiness?
I got a question.
You can go ahead and ask me whatever question you want. I'll provide an answer in which I can try to provide an answer. But I just provided the greatest argument in which their thought process goes behind.
The Constitution was written when?
So if we're gonna go down this road, and we're gonna be able to cross off one thing of the Constitution, we might as well throw out the entire Constitution.
No. Well, all I'm trying to get is that have we evolved?
Have we evolved past the Constitution as a country?
No, not evolved past the Constitution.
Evolved. So what are you asking?
So we have the right to bear arms, right? we have the right to bear arms. Now that right to bear arms, so we can have so and so weapons, right, to protect our own and protecting everything. Okay. We had cowboys back in the day. People needed those. I don't know if you were reading or not.
Yeah, I was reading real quick. They took away air, took away freedom of speech. They didn't take away freedom of speech, poop. You just can't yell fire in a crowded movie theater, and it makes sense. Why not?
Pretty much. I mean, you could fart in the middle of the movie theater, be alright.
Continue, D.
My whole thing is, man, we have evolved from the time when that was signed to now. Guns have changed. People have changed. Mindsets have changed. A lot of things have changed throughout those times. Okay? So why can't we change the things to make our lives a little, just that little bit better?
Better for who? I'm glad you said it that way. I'm glad you said it, because who will it be better for? Because if it's somebody that wants a gun and doesn't want to go to a therapist before getting one, how is their life getting better?
Wait, so right now my question is, there's no psych evaluation with that?
There's no psych eval, no.
At all?
No.
With nothing?
No.
I don't know.
You realize you only need a psych eval to become an officer, right? Like that's just about it. Like there's no psych eval to become a pilot. There's no psych eval to become a train conductor. There's no psych eval to become a boat operator. There's no psych eval to become a bus driver. No psych eval for any of that.
Yeah. I also believe, guns don't kill people. People do.
People take that right to bear arms to the extreme by bearing an arsenal of weapons for one person.
Like I said, man,
Wait, Vase, don't you live in UK, Vase?
He lives in the UK.
I mean, yeah, UK. If you live in the UK, you can tell us what you think it's meant.
Yeah.
But like, it's everybody can read the. It's like, we'll jump into it real quick. It's like everybody can read the same passage from the Bible, and it's be interpreted in multiple ways. The exact same way you took that right passage and you perceived it as that, I can perceive it as the right of my forefathers leaving your country to find their own country for religious freedoms, sexual freedoms, and apparently gun freedoms, and you're taking one of them away. I don't see it that way. I agree with you. I agree with DC. There should be psych evals. There should be more done to limit people from getting guns. Don't see Kilo as this. I'm sorry I have to play devil's advocate, but we can't just have a linear argument. There's more than one perspective to life, and I feel great in the ability to see a lot of different perspectives beside my own, and I've always somewhat had the ability to do that. So I'm not just playing devil's advocate because I agree with them. DC, I full-heartedly agree with you. I full-heartedly feel like there should be more stringencies to people getting guns, and I feel like if DC wanted to hold a concealed weapon, the fact that he lives in a state that there should be no state limiting him from holding a concealed weapon to protect his family. And if DC wants to go get that, if DC wants to go through a training course, a 1-month training course, that's all that I'd probably say would be needed. 1-month training course of how to use a weapon, how to clean a weapon, how to maintain a weapon. Like, a lot of people don't have those fundamentals of weapon care. Like, a lot of people just want to have the weapon, but how can you have the weapon and not know how to clean it, take it apart, and maintain it?
Absolutely.
So I'm completely with you on this, but as I said, I have the God-given ability to play devil's advocate right now, and I will, because sometimes their arguments, they have valid arguments. They have grounds to stand on. Our Constitution does say this. Our Constitution was left somewhat open to how you perceive it, open to how you read it, just like the Bible is. You know, the Constitution was legitimately wrote by Federalists and Anti-Federalists, two totally different parties to form one document that they all signed. So within the document itself, they had to verbalize it for the majority consensus to ambiguity to flex with the time. So as you said, DC, oh, do we still need the Constitution on this? Yes, we still do.
I didn't say we need.
But you said how long ago was it written?
I said how long was it written, and we have evolved.
Okay.
From that time from when it was written.
And that's been an argument, yes. And I understand that argument. And but I don't agree with it. I understand it, but that's something that you said that I don't agree with at all. The beauty of our Constitution, the beauty of it is the ambiguity in which it was written. It's written to leave up to people's perception of it and how you perceive it. But there will always be that middle ground in which we can agree that this isn't right and it needs to be fixed. Granted, some people will be more stubborn than others to reach that middle ground. It's unfortunate sometimes the thing that has to happen for us to meet that middle ground. But as history has shown, it's we can't just jump to the extremes. Because if we jump to the extremes based on American history, when America jumps to the extremes, we can go ahead and what was it? A prohibition? When we go ahead and jump to the extreme and make all alcohol illegal, when America jumps to the extreme and does things like that, it leaves vulnerabilities that created the modern day gangster, the modern day mob, the modern day underworld. All underworld activities throughout the entire world, counterfeiting X, Y, and Z's, can really somewhat be linked back to like prohibition becoming the founding blocks for a lot, because that's when America said, no, this is illegal, and left a void there. That's what happens when we jump to the extreme, and that's exactly what's going to happen if we jump to the extreme with anything else. No, you can't have this. People still going to want it, and people still going to find a way to bring it in.
Right. Which like I said, I agree for protection. I agree for all of that.
The founding fathers of the USA never really left the UK. They were never born in the UK, the founding fathers, so they were like born in America. The founding people of America was Christopher Columbus, and he never even really left the UK. He left from Spain. Let's throw that out there. Nobody really left from the UK.
Boom. Like I was saying, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, like I said, man, I have the view of, guns don't kill people, people do.
Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Like, and that's something we both agree on. We've seen
guns don't kill people, people do.
Yeah.
So, if the guns don't kill people, reevaluate those people.
Yeah. Those people have to be reevaluated, and don't be sorry for your opinion. Nobody's asking you to be sorry.
Yeah, that's just how I see it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. But there's a lot of people that won't.
But that's why we have the system that we have.
Guns are the tools. People just misuse the tool. Yeah. That's a fact. People just misuse the tool.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, guns are, guns have one objective. Because I can see it this way too. Guns are meant for one thing and one thing only. Right? And that being either taking somebody's life or stopping them from taking somebody else's life. It's one or the other. You're still taking somebody's life. All right? It's protect and kill. But when you're protecting somebody, usually 9 times, 7 out of 10, you killing somebody.
Yeah, okay? Yeah. Unless you're good with it, and you shoot them in the leg and maim them, you know what I mean?
Right. But a lot of times, yo, we got so many main arteries in our body, man. You shoot him in the thigh. You're like, you know what? I gotta hit him in the thigh to save his life.
And you hit the femoral artery and everything.
And that's it.
You're bleeding more blood through that one artery in your leg than any other artery in your body.
That's it. You hit somebody, you're like, you know what? Let me hit an arm shot. You hit this main artery right here, it's over.
Yep. Hit them in the shoulder blade. The bullet ricochets in their body, hits the heart. Over.
That's it. You're like, you know what? Let me shoot for the stomach. What if you hit intestine?
And guns that
and they go septic.
Nah, yeah. See, that's something also that you can take to note, that if guns are completely made illegal, crimes are still gonna happen. Just like
crimes are absolutely gonna happen because look what's going on in the UK.
UK.
Let me tell you, and I'm just gonna say this because I hear and I respect everybody's opinion. And I can't say you UK people, I can't say that, okay, but individuals in the UK, you guys don't have the guns, but y'all motherfuckers are quick to stab somebody.
Yeah.
Y'all legit use the term chefing.
For cutting people up. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, in the same aspect, we got guns, but y'all got knives. Nobody really has guns over there, but y'all still using knives against each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the same aspect, bro, you guys got the same problem we do. Y'all just cutting people and shoving people up. Y'all got a whole lot more Puerto Rican action over there than we do over here.
Yeah.
But
the springboard off for this negativity and
negative. It's a good conversation.
No.
It's
but
great.
This negativity in the world and all of this, this shootings and stuff like that. Here's a W for us gamers. Gamers don't get W's often. Games get a bad reputation, connotation for a lot of things. I've known them to get a negative connotation for a lot of things. Growing up, I conducted a social science project proving a correlation between video game playing and grades. That there was no correlation between high video game playing and low grades. I got to prove that correlation when I was in high school. A social science project, did all of the cross the T's, dot the I's, social referencing, all of that shit. Had a group size of 5,000 kids from like different schools in my area. It was dope. I got to do all of that. But something we get the dub for, and it's in a news article, not something Kilo did when he was in high school type shit. So, you know how growing up, anytime there was a shooting, anything like that, they'd be like, oh, it's Grand Theft Auto's for it? Grand Theft Auto, video games are violent.
Yep.
It's violent video games, made them immune or whatever. So, Stanford research sources skirts every reputable study for the link between video games and gun violence that politicians point to. Stanford College went through everything. So in 2022, here's just some backstory. Reading the article, this is off of Fortune.com. 2022, 648 people died from mass shootings, the second total highest annual ever recorded. Gun violence has continued to raise, at least one mass shooting per day. Many politicians have attributed to mass shootings to adverse mental health behaviors endangered by video games, citing vague research. For example, Republican Speaker for the House, Kevin McCarthy, previously cited video games as a driver behind gun violence. This is what the House said. Chad, I'm gonna catch up with y'all in 1 second. But the idea of these video games that let me go ahead and mute the music. But the idea of these video games that dehumanize individuals, have a game of shooting individuals and others, I've always felt that's a problem for future generations and others. We've watched the studies shown of what it does to individuals. So he's quoting vague studies that he's seen and heard of that shows, you know, video games to show these violent behaviors. Stanford disproved that. They spent months reviewing 82 medical research articles that encompass all reputable literature and scholarships for the field and studies of any sort casual link between playing video games and violent behaviors. In short, current medical research and scholarships have not found any causal links between playing video games and gun violence in real life. Some studies have asserted of association between playing video games and aggression, here as defined by any behaviors intended to physiological or physical harm of someone measured by self-report surveys other than recorded actions. So that's the only thing that they can correlate. Slight raises of aggression. Yo, what up, Wolf? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate everybody. Not gonna lie, for can teach the basics, bro. Fortnite's not teaching any of the kids like how to construct. Nothing, kid. You're wild for that one. I'm now getting cut. I'm now getting caught.
Basic construction.
Basic construction. Thank you, kid. That's smoking right now. Hope smoking well. Yeah, hell yeah, smoking right now. Again, this podcast and talking about the fact that there is no correlation between video games and gun violence in America.
I remember when they tried to say that Mortal Kombat. Remember Mortal Kombat? Oh, the violence in Mortal Kombat.
With the fatalities and that.
With
and
the
this.
fatalities and this and that.
Yeah, I remember all of that, bro. When Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, bro. You remember all of the backlash Grand Theft Auto 3 got when it came out? Like, you could pick up hookers and then just kill them afterwards. This is what it's teaching people to do.
Wait, hold on. I like this. I know we're not trying to go back to what we were talking about before, but they said, but I like to add, you never get a mass stabbing of the amount, get mass shootings. Guns can be used to cause a lot more harm in a larger capacity than a knife can.
That's debatable.
Very.
Yeah.
Because if you're look, and I'm not saying, you know what? I don't even want to say this because I don't want somebody to go back to this video, but like, yo, this guy just gave me a great idea. So I'm gonna hold that.
We're just gonna stop that right there. But like,
I'm gonna hold that thought.
Mass killing events are always unfortunate, regardless of what instrument or tool was used to do.
Loss of life. It's ridiculous.
That's so easy to get, especially Texas. Vixen, do you live in Texas?
She is actually from Texas. She actually only moved here like 2 months ago.
Okay, cool.
2-3 months ago.
So the fact that they're easy to get in Texas is just because of the way that everybody votes. So if you thoroughly, you know, had an issue with the way that the rights and the way people can get them, you used to be in a position to correct it. People have to start with legislature, state legislature, change the face of the politics, and that's how we can go ahead and start to promote change. That's physically the only way how to do it now. We have to change who's in office. That's why I was asking if you're over there. Because if you were over there, you have the power to change it. Me and DC being from the Northeast, all we can do is talk about it. I can't change anything over there. That's really it. I can't change anything that's over there. I'm not from there.
There's definitely firearms that yeah.
Wait, bro.
Well,
it's just bias. Certain places have way more people than. Yeah.
Jim Carrey said it best, bro. That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's actually a great way to put it.
That's how the cookie crumbles. Like that's, you know, that's just how it is. It's horrible. It's horrible, but that's how it is. Yeah. Also, before I forget, Kilo.
Yo, they man.
Capcom has a demo for Street Fighter 6.
Capcom as well for Street Fighter 6?
They released a demo. It's out right now on Steam.
Ooh, nice demo.
Yes.
You can crumble my cookie? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, so wrapping it up, I got 2 more things to present to everybody. Something that, you know, affects me. You know, I use them quite often. I'm a fan of them. Vice Media. Everybody knows Vice. Viceland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Preparing to file for bankruptcy.
That sucks.
Right?
That sucks.
The company that was worth $5.7 billion in 2017. Do you understand that number? 5.7 billion before COVID. 5.7 billion. And they're gonna file for bankruptcy. They can't find a seller. They can't find a buyer. You should fight the max difficulty Street Fighter bot. Maybe eventually. Not today. I don't even have Street Fighter.
Vice. Let's buy Vice for $100.
Let's buy Vice. I don't think they're gonna take $100.
I don't know. What if they're like, fuck it? Huh?
Nah. Last I heard, they were trying to get $3 million for it, and they couldn't even get that.
They're gonna get $3 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Projections dropped a lot.
Mhm. Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Vice. I was a fan of Vice. And
I loved Vice City.
yeah.
Such a good game.
You said, bro, what?
No, I'm kidding.
My man said, I love Vice City.
He said it right. Oh, what? It's funny as fuck.
Cloud World dominance. I mean, hell yeah. I mean, if Vice would let us buy them for 100, I'm definitely bringing back Han's World.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing them back. I'm bringing them back. I'm be like, yo, bro, like, I want you on this with us. Let's bring Vice back. Like, what can we bring? Like, let's bring more culture. Let's bring more us. You know what I mean? Like Bad Bunny's gonna retire from fucking making music. Cool, yo,
Bad Bunny.
let's see if we, yo, Benito.
Come through.
Benito, vamos.
Hey, talk about Bad Bunny. Did you see what he did for WWE? All right, did you know? Remember?
Man, I forgot I had something about WWE. I got 2 more stories before we finish today's podcast. We're running a little bit longer, but we're going.
So can I start with this Bad Bunny?
Yeah, go for it. We're running a little bit long in today's podcast.
Remember, it's okay because I'm excited, you know.
Yeah, good. Because I got 2 things.
Do you remember New World Order?
Yeah, NWO.
NWO, right? Did you know Bad Bunny in San Juan? They had an event in Puerto Rico. He had LWO officially hosted.
Latin World Order?
Latin World Order, bro, with the Puerto Rican flag on it. And he has a team already in WWE, bro, with LWO. Yo, respect the Bad Bunny, bro.
Yo, big ups to Bad Bunny.
That's not the best part.
What's the best part?
Do you know he was on stage and he pretty much told Triple H that he's a nut sucker?
Nah.
He said, he said, and I'm gonna say it in English.
Say it in Spanish first. Say it in Spanish first so I can hear it in Spanish. Dale.
He said something like this. He was like, yo tengo mucho respeto para la lucha de este hombre. Pero en persona, era un mamabicho, un lambebicho. He pretty much said, I respect him as a wrestler, but as a person, he's a nutsucker. Wow. And he said that on a conference live.
That was a good one. Nah, man, I ain't know none of that. That's dope. That's dope.
Bro. Bad Bunny, I'm predicting it. I think Bad Bunny's going to buy WWE. He's going to purchase it because the McMahon family stepped down completely. Triple H has it. He doesn't know what he's doing. I think Bad Bunny's going to bring WWE to Puerto Rico.
Wow. I mean, so I'm glad you saw this. So I do have something to mention about the WWE. Have you heard anything about all of the lawsuits currently going on to the WWE and stuff like that?
Yep, that's why. Yep, I have.
So, first lawsuit I'm gonna go mention is WWE facing lawsuit by ex-writers who claim the scripts were offensively racist to black wrestlers. Yeah. So, that's actually getting some traction of like a few black wrestlers actually concurring to that. Bad Bunny, yeah. So, if the WWE is facing allegations like this and they're proven to be accurate, that mean they may be making the right facelifts with Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if you want to not be considered offensively racist, what do? Go bring somebody completely off the regular scale, minority, with influence, Bad Bunny, Boricua, you know? Ya tu sabes. And like, if he becomes part owner, that'd be quite a facelift for WWE. And I know he would bring a decent amount of, not the lucha libre feel, because that's not too big in, you know, Puerto Rico, but I feel like he would look towards that to be somewhat of an influence of how he should probably pursue to expand the WWE franchise and name.
And that's why I respect what Bad Bunny did. He didn't say Puerto Rican World Order. He said Latin.
Latino, see, all of us.
Latin World Order.
Yup.
All of us.
That's
Mexico, Puerto Rico, everybody.
Yeah.
La lucha. You know, like.
That's so much. That's everyone encompassed right there.
I'm trying to find the video where this guy legit on stage is like, yo, I respect him as a wrestler, and bro.
Nah, yeah, that's like, if you find that, we'll play it. But like, beside that, WWE is going up against a lot of allegations. I believe even The Rock is getting sued by, he's getting sued on some loose allegations of, what was it, kidnapping, I believe. And it's just very loose because the individual that made said allegations is like on a warrant in the state of said allegations. Like, the whole case is crazy. But that's just a whole other thing. But yeah, there's a lot of muck around WWE as of late. Jay Balvin versus Bad Bunny at the next WrestleMania for the title. Ha. Imagine. That'd be hilarious. Alright, so for my last thing, if anybody else in the chat got anything else they wanted to mention, you know, go ahead and mention it. But so for my last thing of the podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in this segment, you know, Kilo's asshole of the episode. There was an individual that shipped $3 million worth of drugs to a restaurant. He did not work at said restaurant. So when the package with $3 million worth of drugs arrived, the owners of the restaurant called the fucking police. So the police came. And when the individual that ordered the package went to the restaurant to pick up the package, he was like, hey, I had a package delivered here. The name matched everything on the package. They were like, yeah, it's over here. The police arrested this man immediately. It was a restaurant in Auburn, Maine, and it was 14 kilograms, 31 pounds of opioid fentanyl. Like, my God, you had $3 million, 31 pounds of fentanyl delivered to a restaurant that you don't even work at. Thank you for the hydrate, Vixen. Like,
that's crazy.
That's Kilo's asshole of the week.
That's crazy.
I'm happy that the drugs is off the street. I'm happy that they trusted the stupidest man in Maine. And I'm happy the cops got him now under arrest. And that's 31 pounds of fentanyl that will not kill anybody. But come on. How stupid can you be? He's now being held in county jail without bail. It could not be determined if he had a fucking attorney, but God. I don't know why I derive such joy from that, but I do. Fucking hell. I thoroughly do. So
here, look, I'm gonna give you some of the insight real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a video. I can't find the one.
I don't know what you just sent me.
No, that's bad.
That's very bad.
I go ahead and click that. This is just some of the event that happened on the WWE with Bad Bunny.
Oh, there's an ad.
I watched it, you know, because it was a big deal, you know, I had to do, especially with Puerto Rico and stuff like that. Okay. And it was a conference in San Juan in Puerto Rico, so I think it was pretty awesome.
All right, you ready? Dale, baby. In case y'all missed it, chat. I don't know if y'all missed it. Chat. In case y'all missed it.
Bro. I definitely love the fact that he's bringing a lot of love to Puerto Rico, bro.
Yeah. That's dope as hell. I would be honest. That's dope as hell. This is it. You know, that's dope that I never knew that. I didn't know that. I just learned something new. That was dope. That was hilarious. And like when you first were saying, I thought he was saying it to Triple H, but he wasn't saying it to Triple H. Triple H was just there, you know, holding.
He was saying it to no.
Yeah.
No, because there's a part. I think they removed it. There's a part, and there's videos on it on social media, where he points at Triple H and he points at Damien.
Appreciate the hydrate, so.
And he says it live, and apparently there was backlash on it, you know. So, and it's funny because the event was called Backlash.
Mm. I mean, yeah. That's dope as hell. That's funny.
Which I think was kind of horrible because the main event still wasn't Brock Lesnar. It wasn't Bad Bunny. It was Brock Lesnar as the main event.
Well, the Bad Bunny even fight?
And it was in Puerto Rico.
Did Bad Bunny even fight? I don't even think Bad Bunny's a fighter.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he fought?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's been fighting with WWE for like almost 2 years.
Damn, I need to. Alright, so next episode we're gonna have a Bad Bunny fight on. We're gonna have a Bad Bunny fight on the episode.
Yes.
What's his record?
I have no idea.
Does he lose?
I mean,
have you seen him lose?
No, I haven't.
Yo, Bad Bunny's a professional wrestler, bro. No, my man.
Yeah, you didn't know this?
Nah, man. Y'all chat. Did y'all know Bad Bunny's a professional wrestler? Am I the only one to not know? Come on, I can't be the only one to not know, bro. Like, I did not know.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Nah, bro. It's kind of cray.
That's funny.
It definitely is. No cap.
But we'll see, man. We'll see where the WWE is gonna be heading, man.
Yeah.
You know.
They definitely got to deal with a little bit of opposition moving forward. That event was also the largest event ever held in WWE too. Fun fact. Hey, that's an actual fun fact.
It was. In Puerto Rico, it was the largest.
Wait, no, he said the largest event ever held in WWE. Not just in Puerto Rico, in WWE. Yeah, what up, Dragon Baby? What it do? What it do? How are you?
Well,
how are you?
The event in Puerto Rico was large, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was the largest WWE event ever. Like, WWE has events in Madison Cube Garden, bro. Come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like,
all right, man. What we playing, bro? What we playing, bro?
What do you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? What we got? What we got? You heard the whoop whoop? Hold up, I gotta hide real quick.
I did hear the whoop whoop. That was quite loud. He won the match he held at that event too. Lit. You know what's his record, Cat? People are so hateful when you call them out on their bullshit.
Alright, they weren't looking for me.
Yeah. People don't usually like to be called out on bullshit, but like, I don't know. It's always a gray area when you quote unquote calling somebody out on something, because that sometimes it's your perception of an environment or a situation of how it's happened and not like the total picture of it. It's just like he's 3-1. Damn, that's pretty dope. Yeah. That's a good record. No cap.
Well, yeah. I think the first one he fought was he lost.
Benito in the wrestling ring, bro. What's up?
But also too, man, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, man, inside the WWE roster right now.
Yeah.
That is actually getting fight time, and it's awesome.
It's pretty dope. Part of his Latin World Order, or?
Yes, and it's a female at that.
That's pretty lit. Mm-hmm. All right, so
LWO. I'm gonna buy an LWO shirt. I'm just saying.
I dig it. Are you gonna get me one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one. I'll rock it. I'll rock it on stream. Yeah. All right, so we wrapping it up.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. That's been the KloudCast, episode 7. I am Kilo019. I was waiting for him to say I am DC Gaming 2K.
Oh, that's what was happening?
He is DC Gaming 2K. I appreciate y'all kicking it with us. Yeah. And that's him. That's the guy. That event saw a 28% increase in viewership from the last one back in 2022. Lit. Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope. Stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and call the KloudCast here. We will go ahead and be live still on the Twitch. I'm gonna take a quick 30-second break, grab some water and whatnot, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate do the fusion dance now. I mean, feel zone. That was almost in sync. That was almost in sync, kid. We almost got it for you. Alright, everybody. I'm Kilo. That's DC. We're out. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for kicking it. Be sure to stay tuned. Share the stream. We'll be back on in about 3 minutes. I'm gonna grab some water. Me and DC gonna keep it gaming. Appreciate y'all.